Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy here, for nerds, by nerds, hanging out with
this nerd. I'm Ted.
And we have a bit of a GM911 from Gilliam Logan. And, you know, it actually says, I have a bit of a GM911. Have been trying the always say yes rule, but now have players who are starting to use the same things over and over, such as one of the players tied a torch to his battle axe one time so he could still use both hands. Now he does it every time. I still want to encourage creative play, but if this repetitive actions start to become a problem, how do you curb this without just saying you can't do that anymore?
Before we get too deep into this, though, once you guys jump down to the description below, sign up for the newsletter. You get great tips delivered to your inbox, as well as learn how to game with us.
So I guess, like, here's the thing: like, your players will take advantage of you if they can.
Yeah. You know, while the always say yes is good, there is a problem with always saying yes. If you say yes all the time, then players will push, and before you know it, they're all walking around in their god armor.
You got welcome tattooed on your forehead.
You know,
so how do you find the even bounce? Like, for instance, that player that always wants to strap his
torch to a battle axe.
The first time he hits something, the next time he does it, have the torch fly off.
Torch flies off, it goes out, you know.
So you could totally do that, like, and so you could do it more, more interestingly too. Instead of having it go out, I like the idea that it flies off, and like now you're standing at the edge of the light, having to fight in or out of it, and it's not an easy reach. The monster could move out of the light, and you're still in the light. You have to follow him. So just because something works once doesn't mean it has to work every time. So you can reward them the first time, and then you could, every time they do it after that, you could have something different happen. Like, the outcome doesn't always have to be the same.
Yeah, sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't, and have sometimes where it actually creates
a problem,
complications. Well, okay, it flies off, but it now is catching something around you guys on fire. Like, well, what if you're fighting and there's hay or something flammable on the ground,
like a dwarf's beard.
Well, I don't know why the dwarf's beard would be lying on the ground.
Well, but if it was, why not? You could actually have the torch fly back into the dwarf's face.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why axes don't come with torch mountings. They don't belong there.
Well, that's 100% true. So, saying yes when it makes sense is always important, but you do need to balance that. As I was saying earlier, like, constantly saying yes, the players are going to find themselves in these god positions. Before you know it, they're all going to be invincible with extra arms and more magic items, and then you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, I mean, the key is the attempt, but not necessarily the outcome. It's like, you don't tell them they can't try something, but just because you try something doesn't mean it works. And just because something worked once doesn't mean it'll work twice. Maybe they just got lucky that first time he did it and it worked out pretty good. He just happened to tie it just right. All of his swings were perfect, so it didn't cause a problem. Or maybe now, like like we said, you could have the torch fly off. If that's that's the only example we have to work with. Or you could go out, or maybe you make a roll every time.
You could impose a negative because the weapon's not balanced properly.
Yeah, disadvantage on the swing or something.
Disadvantage on the swing, or a -2 to hit. Just because it's now awkward. And if you say absolutely, but here's the cost.
Yes, or yes, and so there's other techniques for going along with what the players say.
We've talked about this before. There's 3 ways to say yes. It's yes, yes, and yes, but. And the but is adding a complication. There's the yes and that adds something else to the mix. It could be positive, it could be negative, however you want to look at it. Yes is just a straight up whatever you have asked for, it's doable.
Yeah. So what part of this is just training your players to go, okay, you can try outlandish stuff. It's just not always going to work out, and you just want to reinforce that, like, there's a randomness that can happen every time they try it. And it doesn't always have to be the same effect. You're gonna have to figure out what works in your game. Yeah, I would have been interested in seeing some more examples of things that they're trying over and over again, so we could address them and give a little more in-depth answer to that. But as a general rule of thumb, if they're trying something over and over and you don't think it's like a plausible thing, just have it stop working. Don't tell them they can't do it anymore. Just or have them get mixed results.
Right.
For whatever reason.
So mixed results is always good. If you guys out there have any thoughts on this and like to weigh in, put it in the comments below. While you're at it, like, share, even subscribe.
You can tweet at us over on Twitter.
So until next time, stay nerdy.